I was frightfully amused by Matt Goodwin's output a few days ago. He was responding to an ONS report that came out that said the number of Brits leaving, emigrating away from the UK, is triple what they had previously estimated over the years since 2021. Britons fleeing the UK drive a drop in net migration, fretted the Telegraph. And in response to this news, this report, Matt Goodwin put a tweet out where he was basically like, well, we all know why, don't we? And I was like, yeah, we do, Matt. And look, I can't speak for everyone, obviously. But I can, I speak for myself and my family. And in terms of the number of Brits leaving and why they might be tempted to leave the UK, all I could say is that I would be out of here in a fucking heartbeat if I could be. If I was a single guy and I didn't have roots down, if I didn't have responsibilities, a job, kids, a mortgage, I would be through Terminal 5 before you can say digital nomad. I would be gone. It would be one of those old Acme cartoons. You just see a smoke thing, a rough, smoky silhouette of where I was stood. I would be through Terminal 5 before you can say Vietnamese coffee on a fucking beach in my pants by the sea. I'd be gone. I'd be like the opposite of Isabel Oakeshott. That's what I would be like. I'd just, spaff out newsy, angry content about how shit the United Kingdom is, but from a left-leaning perspective, overseas on a beach. There has to be a counterpart. There's got to be a counterpart to all of the right-wingers that post their Britain-bashing nonsense from Dubai, twixt crypto conferences and all of that stuff from their hotel rooms, their expat existence out there, but they're still logging on, posting their Telegraph columns out there from Dubai, Ant Middleton, Oakeshott, Richard Tice. That lot go over to Dubai and rail about lawless London and broken Britain and how there's a Sharia court on every street corner or whatever. I'm saying there needs to be a candidate. I want to fuck off to Thailand or Bali and do the other side of things. That should be our overseas kind of vibe. Then it really would be. It'd be like a sort of geopolitical kind of bashing proxy war kind of it would actually be global Britain in a weird way, wouldn't it? Anyway, Matt Goodwin was saying, well, obviously we know why everyone's leaving though, don't we? And I was like, I'd be out tomorrow if I could. And it's largely because of people like you, Matt. Slowly trying to move the UK into being, sort of Singapore of Western Europe and half egging on the far right. And, there's a flag down this street and a flag down that street. And then there's the rallies and then there's the obliteration of the Overton window, as Tommy Robinson put it this week. I'd be out of here like a shot. I'd be gone if I could be. But it's interesting because it's Matt Goodwin can't see that. He can't see that that's the draw. That's the pull, bringing people away. How can you be a right-winger and see that number of financially mobile, professional, qualified, educated people leaving? Because, you're not going to get a visa for the US unless you're qualified, are you? You're not going to get a visa for Canada or New Zealand or set up a life in the European Union without some sort of qualification, are you? It's unlikely, I would say. And we know statistically that a larger percentage of graduates and of city professionals voted, for example, against Brexit. They voted Remain. They have socially liberal attitudes with regards to immigration, gay marriage, trans rights. So really, Matt Goodwin has to pretend that all of these people are leaving because they're scared of the invasion on the South Coast, is the implication, isn't it? Because if he engaged with actual reality, he would have to accept that intelligent, mobile, left-leaning people are fucking off the UK because of the rightward direction that its politics is headed. You know, like, oh, the number of Britons who left since 2021 is 3 times higher than was previously thought. It's like, yes. Can you say brain drain, Matt? Can you? Like, only in immigration obsessive Matt Goodwin's mind could hundreds of thousands of people emigrating from the UK concurrently be because they have a problem with immigration. And besides, if 1 million left, then that is obviously fantastic news for the Britain is full crowd, isn't it? Because it's not about racism, is it? It's never about racism, is it, lads? It's just that it's unsustainable. That's what I was always told. That's why you might have heard me say things like this like so many times, that if it's not about racism and it's just that Britain is full and it's just that public services aren't, like, it's not sustainable to have this number of net migration, people coming in, just pay me to leave.